Hello, my name is CL. Um, for a while now, I've been a fan of ASMR in all shapes and forms it takes. I really enjoy watching the high production videos. I enjoy watching the people like me who just have a camera and a microphone and they're just, you know, throwing their hat in the ring. It's always helped me relax and sleep at night as well. I have a very busy mind. Work is always hectic, as most people with a job could attest. And I was just watching Wayne's ASMR. If anyone sees this and knows who that is, he just started his channel not too long ago, and he's been doing great, recording Xbox 360 gameplay and gameplay on some other consoles, but he's just a talented kid with a good voice, and he's doing really well for himself. I thought, why not try my hand at it myself? So I'm here. I really didn't have much of an idea for a first video until recently. I've been mulling over a few ideas, but something I kind of happened upon just sparked an idea in my head, and I thought it would be a really good idea to show people for a first video. Also, I plan on just fidgeting with my sound and lighting for this video, with hoping that I can improve the quality after this video for the next one and the next one. It was funny. I stream normally, where I'm not whispering and I'm just talking normally. Sometimes I get a little loud, and I stream with the camera that I'm using right now, and it records my face. And I'm never nervous about that. Uh, Not never, but I'm somewhat nervous about the whole, recording or streaming live. Yeah, sorry again. This is gonna be more of a ramble with my little gift at the end. For people who sat around and watched, I guess. It's not really a gift, but it's more of the only idea I had in mind. But I wanted to make an ASMR video for so long, and even though I stream constantly, not constantly, but often enough, where I've gotten comfortable with it, the idea of not even showing my face and just trying to whisper into a mic and talk low made me feel so nervous. And it's funny because if I really just hate how this turns out, I could just, blow it up and run away to the world, right? Back to streaming. But I, I really think I will enjoy doing this over just a normal YouTube channel. If people want to see normal content that I normally, whatever I'm doing, they can just go to my Twitch channel. But I'm nowhere huge. I've only gotten a few hundred something followers. I've been in and out of streaming for so long because of job and work-life balance and constantly moving and never having time to set up a schedule that I can actually adhere to. So that's on me. But without further ado, I would like to show you guys what this video is gonna go over, I guess, or more of what I want to show you. Anyways, I'm stumbling over my words because I generally don't talk so carefully. Like I don't say silly things as much, but like I'm not having to super think out my words, and I don't have a script I'm reading from. So this is all just whatever pops in my head as I'm talking. Okay, so I move this keyboard, be really quiet with it. Sorry about the chair. I have been following a creator on TikTok, and I've been following her for it feels like a year. It could be a little bit less, a little bit more, but around a year's time. And ever since I followed her, she has been creating her first novel. She's been publishing her first book, and all of her videos have been talking about the story and the characters and the process of going through publishing this book. And there's a lot of small time authors, and I don't use small time insultingly, of course, just much like I'm doing with this video. They're just, throwing a drop in a pond, for lack of better terms. Well, I have followed her for quite some time, and I've been very much looking forward to actually getting my hands on a book when it was published. It was always online on some sort of link, and I could have read it there, but I wanted to wait. I wanted to wait for it to be an actual hard copy, although it's a paperback, so still physical copy. I believe I spent $22 on it, and then after tax it was like a 31 or 32 after tax and shipping. So just for the book, it's not a bad price, but that's for the book and everything else that she sent with it. I will put her TikTok link in the description below if I can. I'm not used to fully editing. I have some skill with Streamlabs and like using a Stream Deck and popping in sounds and funny gifs, however you want to call it, on the screen and things like that. But I've never actually sat down and fully edited any sort of video, so I'm hoping that I can get my hands on Audacity after this and use it, and it doesn't sound like complete garbage. So I'm trying to make sure it's not too loud. I can watch the bar on my recording software, and hopefully that can help me with how loud it's coming across. But and I apologize if you see the camera shake or anything. It's literally just a camera right there that I normally use for my face. So, all right, let me get this box for you guys. It's got a good bit in here. It came in a bunch of black plastic wrapping. I'm gonna try to show you. I can't really. It says this side up. I know the camera's inverse, so you guys have a frontward facing image. So it might be a little weird, but yeah. It says this side up, and it has a little cat, I guess, with glasses. I'm not sure. So the box came like that, and I've already opened this, my roommates wanted to see it, and we were all huddled around a table. It was like opening a Christmas gift. It was wholesome. It was very awesome. But yeah, but I'm gonna try to be very quiet because this box is very loud. She also posted a video of packing this whole box, so I kind of knew what I was getting into. But I was still very excited to see it because when you buy the book on the shop, it does show you the rest that comes with it. But all the love and care you put into it's very evident. I kind of just put some stuff back in the box. It came with this packing paper and these leaves, these golden little petals, and a note. I'm not sure if you guys can read that or not, but there you go. It just says, "Oops, I cast Burning Hands." Burning Hands is a spell in the tabletop game Dungeons and Dragons. For those who don't know, and it's just a funny little image, and then of course it says, "Thank you for art." It says, "Hey, thank you so much for your order. It really means the world to me. I hope you enjoy this book, and I hope to see you for book 2. Sorry for the typo." And she made a funny little face at the bottom with her signature. So yeah, that was in the top. Uh, Through the paper and the leaves were these pins, these chibis of her original characters. In the story, there's 2 original main characters, and she has cute little chibi versions of them. The rest, it kind of got scrambled. It's got a little scrambled around, but it'll be okay. Making sure you can actually. There you go. I'm not used to the inverse camera. I apologize. It came with a very cool bookmark. It's a fantasy book. If the bookmark and the GB didn't give it away, but it's a bit of a slow burn, kind of a somewhat of a romance, but I think it's more than just romance. It's an actual fantasy tale with a slow burn, like I said, of characters. Enemy to lover trope is what she called it, which I know even she knows is a little overdone sometimes, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I'll give a book a shot any day of the week. This is a larger chibi. Sorry about the camera again. I'm still getting used to it. I don't need to rotate around. That's the main female character. I think it's technically the main character of the story. The male character is an OC male, but I don't think he might be the main character as well. It's like either 1 or 2, but this book is mainly about her, and you'll see why I say that. Here's the small version of her, and it's gorgeous. These are gorgeous little pins. She gave me some little stick-ons, and they're very shiny, as you can tell. They have a nice golden lining to them. I apologize if the lighting is too harsh. I will attempt to make that better. I can see the camera kind of focusing in whenever my hand was up. So I will attempt to make that better in future videos. I'm using a ring light, a very cheap ring light that I bought back in like 2023, and it's still kicking. Timu for the win, you know. Um, this is a. Let's see if I can lower that light just 1 second. Oh, yeah, okay. By lowering, I meant raise, of course. Hopefully, raising the bright light should help lower some of the grainness there. I apologize again. Uh, this says for your quest adventure. It's a tag. Here, actually, sorry. Yeah, whichever way. But it's just it's a D20, which again is a dice or die, no, a dice, yeah, a dice used in Dungeons and Dragons and other games, of course, but most people probably affiliate it with Dungeons and Dragons. This is like the big dice you roll for everything, and then you add your skills and your ability modifiers is what it's called. I'm not gonna get into it, but that's what this dice is for. It's kind of it's the core dice of the game. I feel like even if you don't know what D&D is, everyone has seen a D20 once in their life, at least once. If you've been around anyone who uses those dice or seen pictures of them or a video maybe or a commercial. But yeah, that's really cool, and it's in a fun little cage too. It can't come out. It's just a shiny little. It's a pretty sparkly blue. The bright light's kind of melting it, but you can't see too well with the light. It's blue and sparkly, purpley. It's kind of like a bowling ball. A typical, nice looking dice fashion, and it just pulls open and it just slips in just like that. So you don't have to worry about you know breaking this or losing the dice because it's nice and snug. Okay, I'm going to try my best to get this book out. I opened the bottom by accident because when it was packaged, the black wrapping around this box had the label on the bottom. I figured, without even thinking, that would just be the proper side to open it. I didn't see the little drawing at first. It was rather cute, but I still missed it at first. So, let me get this box out. This book out of the box. All right. I'll try to be very quiet, not make too much noise. The bottom was just a white wrinkle cut paper as well. Nothing in there. I'm going to pull the pins aside for a moment and try to put the rest of the paper back in. I've done my best to avoid our TikTok videos that were like explaining some more of the story. I don't mind spoilers. They don't really hurt my feelings. I understand the dangers of social media. If you're watching a show, definitely if it's like a popular pop culture culture show, like I don't know, like Invincible or The Boys. You guys will find out I'm a big nerd, so I watch that all the time. We're gonna put this to the side for now. I apologize, the has a little stain here. You can't really see it too well, but I try to put down paper towels and stuff if I eat here, which sometimes I do. I generally eat at the dinner table with my roommate, but every once in a while, you know. And no one's perfect, right? So this was the seal that was put on the book. The paper was folded nice. I've pulled it out, like I said. So it's a very cool seal. There's a video of her putting the seal on and making the package, like I said, and I saw her do all of it from scratch. It was really cool. If you do check her out after this, if you would be so kind, there's a video of her packaging this, and you can see the whole process in detail. I'm trying to get it a little closer, maybe that camera will focus in, but it's not wanting to cooperate. That's okay. Okay. Once again, I'll try to be quiet, but it's loud. It's loud paper. Okay, I'm gonna set this to the side for 1 second. Alright. Well, sorry if you heard the chair behind me. It's a little squeaky sometimes. I've had it for a while. The book. That's backwards, sorry, isn't it? The book. Sorry. I'll get used to it. Is Ambrosia's Thorns. Ashbound. Her name is Elizabeth, or Elizabeth Vale. I think it's Elizabeth, with just an A instead of an E. The art is gorgeous. I saw pictures of it before I even realized what she was writing, and I was taken aback. Not taken aback, that's the wrong word. I was awestruck. There we go. And I was like, man, this looks really good. Like, whoever, I don't know, I think she drew her own art too. Yeah. Written and illustrated by Elizabeth Vale. So she drew all this. This is her artwork, which is really impressive to say that you can draw all this stuff and you have the creative mind to write like that too. Yeah, it's impressive to say the least. I'll try to zoom in maybe on the actual book. Give me just 1 second here, guys. See if I can just zoom in. I gotta get the mouse over here. I gotta get a better recording set up because, like I said, I normally have a mouse over here, of course. I'm just used to, streaming, so not too worried about it normally. Okay. There we go. Just move the keyboard up just a moment more. Okay. I know the camera's a little askew. I'll get it better. This is, like I said, I'm just testing the video out, so, yeah. If it looks a little funky, it'll get better. I promise you. The later videos will get better, at least. Ambrosia's. Ambrosia's. It's a fancy. Ooh, fancy tea. Yes, there. Thorns. Ash. Bound. This is Ambrosia on the cover. If you couldn't guess that already. It's just gorgeous art. It's just gorgeous. The spine just says the same thing. It shows book one. She plans on making a second book, as her note told us earlier. Ambrosia's Thorns, Ashbound, Elizabeth Vale. The back is absolutely gorgeous as well. I'm just a fan of the white with the contrast of the gold and bronzy color. And of course, the light beside me is probably not helping too much with the color. It might be bleeding it out a little bit, but it's a gorgeous light, gorgeous color. I mean, so it says starting here. Vengeance has a voice and it wears a crown. Ambrosia, Nordraven, Empress of Nordorn, Avengers. Now, I could be mispronouncing these. I believe she has a section of the book that kind of like Tolkien, Tolkien did, where he helps explain names for his characters and how to properly pronounce and enunciate those words. So, I haven't really looked at the book yet, but we're just gonna go into it. Empress of Nordorn ventures alone beyond her borders, determined to prove she is worthy of the crown that was placed upon her. But when an attack devastates the hamlet of Wintersong, leaving her as a sole survivor, and her memories fractured, Ambrosia becomes both witness and mystery to a tragedy she cannot fully recall. That's a fun start, right? Sworn to seek justice for the fallen, she conceals her identity in a foreign land where politics coil like serpents. Sounds familiar. Old powers whisper beneath the surface, and every alliance demands caution. As she pieces together the truth of what happened that night, she finds herself drawn into an intricate web of conflict, conspiracy, and forbidden yearning. That's, I know you can't read it too well, but, yeah, that's the romantical part, is the forbidden yearning. The male OZ is the one, and if you can put two and two together right now and probably assume that, her and him will have some sort of relationship that they shouldn't have based on their backgrounds and, political, agendas, I guess, if you would call it that. Oh, that was loud, sorry. To avenge Wintersong and reclaim her own truth, Ambrosia must confront not only those who orchestrated the massacre, but the shadows awakening within herself. So, yeah, there's a lot going on with this girl. People died. Things are going crazy, inside and outside. Now, I mentioned how she illustrated her own book, which is amazing. There are illustrations. Here, let me try to, like the little bird, I think the crow, raven. I always forget the two mixed up. Of course, it has a content warning. Contains intense themes, including graphic violence, gore, profanity, and explicit sexual content, all consensual. It depicts death, human animal alike, presented as part of the narrative, not for shock value. So, she's not trying to, Game of Thrones it. where they're like, "Oh, this guy is getting murdered in the most horrible way for no reason. We didn't need to show you that. We just want you to realize that it's messed up." The first page here says, "This book is dedicated to you, adventurer, for the one who aches for a quest full of danger, yearning, and consequence. Never shy away from what calls to you." She definitely has her ways of saying things. Here's the table of contents. So you'll notice probably if you can see, if you can read it. I'm not sure if you'll be able to because I know it's inversed again, so it's gonna look a little strange. If I rotate around, how's that? Is that gonna look even weirder to you? I don't know. I don't think you'll be able to read it like that either. I'll have to get used to. I'll have to rewatch this and see. I know it's gonna be inversed. Let me try something while we're here. I'm just gonna try to click a mirrored effect. Maybe that can fix it. Oh my goodness, there we go. Look at that, I'm so smart. Oh man. Let me bear with me. I'm so sorry everyone. I'm not used to recording with a camera like this, so now you can see everything properly. You can probably read the words a little better too. Yeah, you can. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Feel like an old man. Anyways, I apologize. We're only 30 minutes in, and I've just now learned how to flip the camera. I could scrap it, I guess, and start anew, but I don't know. That sounds like a lot of work for something I'm already half an hour into. So it's okay. I can look back at this video, and I can get my thoughts together first, and then I can look at it as a staple and be like, "Hey, look how far I've progressed." Even if this is just a proof that I can learn to edit videos and no one watches, that's okay. I'm having fun already. I'm like role playing as an ASM artist. So yeah, that's what that page says here. Table of contents. You'll notice on here that she has the content warning dedication, the table of contents page, which is page 3. Believe it or not, the map of Vastoria. I think that's Vastoria. I'll let you guys see. Be your own judge of what how it's pronounced. Vastoria, I believe. The prologue, chapter 1, Winter Song, chapter 2, Greenfield, chapter 3, Goose's Nest. Now, the reason I'm pointing this out is she said it. She posted a video after I ordered the book. Not because I ordered the book, I'm sure, but of like why people might not like her book. One was it has the typical, in her mind, the typical enemies to lovers trope, which if that's what people don't like, and that's okay. But if they like it, they should like this, right? And also in between each chapter is an interlude, and it's a fun little lore tidbit about our world, which I guess can't break the immersion. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna get a drink of water. I'm sorry if this gets too loud. I will do my best to, if I can. I'm using Streamlabs desktop. I'll see if I can record and edit the audio and lower some bits if I need to. But like I was saying, it could ruin the immersion for some people. But I think having interludes in between your chapters is amazing and a really cool way to like flesh out your world and you know, for people like me who loves lore of anything I'm into, I want to know more, even if it's just a small, nonsensical, story of a dwarf or I don't know, a rock. It doesn't matter to me. I'm fine either way. Um, Here's the map. Let me try to level it out for you. I realize the camera angle means I have to hold the book a little weird to make it flat, but it says the map of Vistoria. I'm just gonna assume, the cardinal directions are the same in this book, so the northern coast, eastern coast, southern, western. In the northwest area, it looks like we have something called Stone Haven. I'm not sure how you pronounce Drevrath. I think it's Drevrath actually. It looks like it's to the Drev Wrath southeast, southwest. The southeast is Morrow Wind, which sounds very close to Morrowind from the Elder Scrolls. If anyone likes the Elder Scrolls, don't know that reference, though. Morrowind was a game. Not only was it a game, but you can go there in later games. It was an important setting for a while. Still was important later on for different reasons. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's called that. I very much enjoy the fact that it's similar. I don't know. It's fun to me. You also notice there's little names here which aren't being made. The camera's not catching them quite so well with the light. You have Alarian right here, and then that's kind of closest to Cinemass in a way. Then to the far northwest, you have the Grey Mire, which is right here. You can see the castle. You can see Stonehaven as well. It's a little circular city. Ooh, I've been that poorly. Should not have done that. There's Stonehaven. Greymire with Briarhold. Above it, Mirewatch. Shadreed, I think. Driftmere. Nettle Wharf. This is a cool map. But past the map is the prologue. And mind you, once I said it 15 times, but she drew all this. Now, of course, she probably drew it once, and it was copy and paste it with a machine to make it easier. But there's spacers, beautiful little drawings on the bottom. They all kind of look similar. The end of the prologue has another border on the bottom, like so, with a sword and roses, because Ambrosia's thorns. I think Ambrosia is supposed to be. I don't think it's based off of a flower or anything. I mean, I get the rose part. Let me see, actually. I believe she said, yes, here we go. There was a page in the back. Oh wow. Okay. So there's a few pages in the back that help you. They help you look at what words and names are in a book, and then from there you can figure out how they're pronounced. Okay, so Ambrosia's thorns, bloodbound. She carries a greater weight with her into the south, the last weight she ever wanted, and one she refuses to abandon. Stonehaven rises ahead, the city of stone walls and sharper tongues, where allies coil like hidden vipers, and whispers cut as clean as blades. I was making sure I wasn't spoiling myself, but no, this is literally just the beginning prologue, or like what it says in the back here. But she would not flinch, she would not falter, she would stand draped in red, the hue of her crown, her wrath, and every truth that must be bled out in the days to come. So, appendix pronunciation guide, a translation guide. So that's really cool. She does the classic token. I'm not saying token like TOKE. I'm talking about like JR token. The GR token. Lord of the Rings. Ambrosia. A flower that only blooms in Nordorn and only on the first day of the new year. Wow, that's rare. Yeah. So I guess I was right about it not being a rose. She's named after a particular flower that only blooms one time in the year, one day. That's insane. I don't know if that's a thing in the real world. I know like cherry blossom trees and nerd trees and plants do bloom only once. I think. I'm not too familiar. But yeah, you have names right here, and then I'm gonna stop reading because I saw dragon pop up and I didn't realize there was dragons in the book. So oops. But like I said, spoilers don't upset me, so that's okay. She probably mentioned dragons once in a video, and that's okay. I love dragons; they're so cool. Like any work of fiction that has them, I don't care if they're good guys, bad guys. They're just a cool creature. I know they're like the typical fantasy trope, big dragon, like whatever, but they're still cool, man. There's terminology over here. Soligir, sun-eyed, a Nordorner's term of endearment for a loved one. Soligir, or so it is in Nor. Bren-Yor-Ah, the name of the first empress of Nordorn. Bren-Yor-Ah. Feodorven, the name of the realm. Okay. Then there's just like Fleet Touch, which is a game in the world. Hush and Seek is a game as well. Stone game. That's cool. This is going over the name, pronunciations, and the reference. Of course, there's Ambrosia, which her name is pronounced exactly like the flower, which makes sense. She's the Empress, the pale-haired woman. I mean, we kind of guessed, that's who that is. Let me see if I can like turn this light just away. I can't really. If I mess with the light too much, it might cause issues. Okay. I'll eventually get the lighting better, but I think for such a bright white book, we don't need a bright light, whereas before it was kind of needed. Yeah. That was the back there. I wanted to show you. I'm gonna go over the place though. This is gonna be a ramble about this cool book, which I do well enough alone without making a video on top of it for my first time ever. In between chapters, there's these interludes course, this is a prologue, so there won't be an interlude, but Chapter 1, Allies and Smoke. I'm not gonna read anything. I'm just gonna skip it to the first interlude, and this one is apparently from the Journal of Gunyod. I can't read that last name because it's like covered in like blood or ink. Gunyod Chorn, I guess. Snewerhold 32, 997, Winter Song. On the coldest hamlet in all of Astoria, Winter Song was a whisper beneath the snow, known for its fine furs and cured leathers, nestled beyond the bramble and claimed by the Regency of Stonehaven. It clung to the northern western region, just beneath the mountains of Norden, where snowflakes drifted like fallen memories. It kind of shows on a map. There's Greenfield, Grey Barrow. It's up here. Travelers reached it by oar through Icy River, which is right there. On foot through frostless woods. There, winter did not merely arrive, it settled in the bones. It created timber walls, curled in harvest smoke, and softened footfalls beneath heavy snow. If you guys haven't, kind of picked up already about the themes, it's definitely very I don't know if Nordic is the right word, but that cool Viking, I guess that's bad terminology, but Viking has words. It's really cool. Then of course you would go to your second chapter, Snow and Silence, and after this one would be your second interlude, Greenfield. This was the town very close to very close to the winter town. Oh my goodness, names. I'm having a moment. It's late for me. Winter Song. I want to say Winter Haven. From Journal of Guinevere Chorn. I need to get his actual name. Greenfield. Oh, that was my light. I'm so sorry. You can see the leg of it right there. Little ring light I got going on. So, yeah, Greenfield, the greenest reach of the northern frontier, stands small but proud amidst. She did say there were some typos in here that, it's okay. It's the first book, right? Like, we're not going to be upset about it. It could be amid as well. Frost and Pine. Its folk trade not coin, but in craft, bartering wood, ore, and kill to see each other through lean seasons. Oh, that's something else, isn't it? Lumber from its woods build the roofs of neighboring towns, and from its hardy youth come the wanderers and hunters who chase fortune beyond the frost march. Yeah, this is her style drawing like this. It's simplistic, but it's reminiscent to me of older and sometimes modern, depending on what you're looking at. Like fantasy books. If anyone's even read any of the old White Wolf books, or I think they're called Grey Wolf. White Wolf is a company that I know makes like role-playing games as well, like Vampire the Masquerade and others. So yeah, guys, I am very psyched to get this. I got it within like 4 days. I'm trying to think of the time. So yeah, that's her. Angry little. Oh, there they go. Angry girl. I don't know how to properly do the tapping sounds yet. I have a Blue Yeti, and the sounds are a little awkward, because I use it for streaming, and I generally sit a little bit away from it, not too far, but not this close either. that sounded. I know, what's his name? Bill Fox, something. Bill Fox, I can't. Anyways, he's a great, he's funny, he's an old guy, who does ASMR as well. Because Bill Fox Max, I want to say. Um, he does, lots of cool ASMR videos of like puzzle games and GeoGuessr, and he plays like a mind test on Mondays, which is like a, you know, a rip-off version of Minecraft, if you want to think of it that way. But I know like he's been doing it for a while, and tapping for him is also kind of something he doesn't quite have down at times. So I gotta figure out how to set up the Blue Yeti microphone to not first off blow your eardrums out when I'm talking this close to it. I'm really hoping this isn't too loud. Like I know you can always turn the YouTube volume down, but like that's not right on my part either. I should do my best to make it a decent first video at least. Well, I'm going to put this right in the prologue. And tomorrow I have to get up at like 7 a.m. It's 12:38 a.m. I could get up at 7:15. I don't know. I don't have to be at work till 8:45 in the morning. But I'm making a pulled pork, or not pulled pork. I guess kind of. It's a Boston. It's a pork shoulder. So I'm gonna sear the sides and put it in a crock pot, some beef broth, and saute some onions inside the pan and sear it and throw them on top, score the meat, season it, let it cook for a long time. My roommate's gonna help finish it, raise the heat for the last 4 hours, and then me and some buddies are gonna get together and just have a fun night, have some dinner, and play some games. I'm so tempted to bring this to work tomorrow just to poke at it, but I know if I do, like, I'm not gonna get anything done. Because I work solo most of the time in a warehouse sort of store. And, like, of course, I'd help customers if they come in, but if, there was other stuff I need to do, which there is, because I'm off for Sundays and Mondays, I would not get it done. And then it'll be the last hour, and I start panicking. So I don't want to do that at all. Yeah, okay. I am at the 50-minute mark. I did ramble. I was so worried that I wouldn't have enough things to say. Once again, my name is CL. If you did watch this all the way through, thank you. I know it's probably a bit of a headache. It's also a pain to deal with people not knowing how to handle their technology, I'm sure, but I will try to do better in the future. I learned 3 things already with this video, so that's great. Alright, everybody, or anyone, if it's 1 or 2 or 3, if you have watched it, thank you so much. I will do my very best to edit this, get it out, and I look forward to the next video. I'm gonna go ahead and just click this button here. I thought about like clipping this part out, but it's more organic, right? I just leave it in. So have a good night, have a good day, good afternoon, and whatever you're doing, I hope that you excel at. I hope you have a wonderful day.